say what's up, man. Say what's up, guys. Say I'm a reverse black Brindle boy. Big bone. Now, this ain't no lie about the big bone. Look at that. 4 weeks old. Look at these paws. This is what you want in a Cane Corso. You want a, especially a male Cane Corso. You want a Cane Corso male where you have a nice, round, big head. Look at the bone structure. Look at his front legs, right? Big, thick, not skinny. Not skinny at all. You don't want a Corso that where their front legs, back legs are skinny. Paws are big, chest big. His neck, you can't see it from the front, but his neck is super thick. And you can actually look at his belly right now and just be like, this dude ain't full. Well, his butt about to be full on this sweet potato. But you can see he ain't full right now. Because the last time this joker ate was probably around, look, it's 9 o'clock at night. The last time these guys ate was probably around, I don't know, 11 o'clock I think it was. No, I'm tripping. About 7 o'clock this morning. 7. They ate at 7 this morning. So, he's super thick and long for 4 weeks. And so he's gonna be a big boy. A big boy. And check this out too. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you can see it real clearly, but he has a double coat. So here's the thing with a double coat, right? A lot of people be asking, well, what is a double coat? He just got double layers of hair, right? He has a top coat and a undercoat, which is a good thing, especially for Cane Corsos. But here's why it's a good thing, right? During the winter times, and if you have Cane Corsos that are in the Northeast or Midwest Colorado areas, or even in the mountain areas, different areas and stuff like that, right? Having a double coat will protect them against cold weather, especially severe cold weather. And and the cons about it is they shed a lot. But then also, one thing you gotta be concerned with a double coat is that during the summer times and stuff, these jokers will overheat very quickly. And so you gotta keep your eyes on them and stuff like that when they're out in the heat. But having a double coat, to me, just based on what I've seen with my Corsos and stuff, it looks a lot better because it looks a lot fuller. I mean, the hair is a lot fuller. And so, but yeah, this is my only boy in the litter. My only boy. I'm like 50%. When if it pertains to whether if I'm keeping them, 50% there. If I plan on keeping them. If I keep them, it'll be a co-ownership that I'll be doing. But it have to be with someone in the state of Maryland. But again, I'm 50% on that if I'm actually end up going that route. And so, he on the move. I don't know how to stack y'all, so don't think that I know what I'm doing. I don't. And so, Bruno, say what's up, man. Bruno, say what's up. Say what's up. Say what's up. You gonna look in the camera, big boy? I show my girls all the time. I do. I don't show this dude. And this dude is daggone gorgeous, man. Gorgeous, especially this coat. I like this coat. I do. And I'm constantly thinking about keeping this guy. You want to stay, Bruno? Or you want to go to a new home? What you want? You want to stay or go to a new home? You don't know? But be honest with you, if I could, let me think of some things. His temperament so far. He's very calm, very calm. His confidence is building up. At first, you know, as a pup and stuff, one thing that I noticed about him was he is very anxious and fearful. Especially when it pertains, if it pertains to loud noise, which is common, right? Pups see loud noises and stuff like that. Or not see, but hear loud noises, they'll go ahead and, be startled and stuff like that. But he stayed to himself. This dude would not want to go around his sisters at all. He would sleep on one side of the whelping area while they sleep on the other side. They would eat, and he would not eat with them. And this was even when, for instance, when I first started feeding raw. He would not want to eat with them at all. He would actually want to eat separate. And so he would whine and try to hop out of the whelping area while they was eating. At times I had them, right? I had them on this counter, just like this, and they would be fine. They'd be standing up trying to walk around, and, he'd be up here, he'd be shaking. And so, but as you can see right now, he's moving confidently. And so I've been working with him, building up his confidence and stuff. And so his confidence is definitely getting there and stuff. And so, is he eating with his sisters now? Yes, he's eating with them. There's no problem with that. Is he sleeping with his sisters now? Yes. Is he horseplaying with them? Yes. At times he checks them, but you really have to push him, as in his sisters, man, they could be animals, man. Animals. Especially Coco, who, I posted in other videos that she was the runt. She's not looking like a runt no more. At all. Whew. Excuse me. Allergies, man. But yeah, she's not looking like a runt no more. And so she's very annoying at times. And she goes around messing with all her siblings, all of them. And so this guy, he'll let her pick with him and stuff like that, as in she'd be biting on his tail. He'd just be laying there chilling, not acting aggressive, anything like that. But if she gets to the point of, you could tell too, when she's biting it harder and harder, and I'm assuming that she's biting it harder and harder because he's not responding to the bites that she's doing, then he would growl and nip at her back. But other than that, man, on top of that, he's a big mama's boy. A big mama's boy. And so when Pepper comes around and stuff like that, all he wants to do is cuddle up under her. Hey, check this out. Here's the funny thing, right? We always laugh about this. How he's a big mama's boy. Here's why. When he was born, when all the pups was born, right? After, cleaning them off, cutting off the umbilical cord and stuff, right? We took them back to Pepper, right? We put them under so they could crawl, some nerves, whatever the case may be, right? We took this joker back, right? And it was by the grace of God. It was like discernment and instincts all at once. I was taking him to her, and it was just this look in her eye, man, that just wasn't sitting with me right. And maybe that was just, it was natural on my end because I know my dog. I know her. I've seen her react before. And so when we had to do, right, I had him just like this. And I was putting him down. And as I'm getting ready to put him down, and the other pups are down by her, right? The other pups are down by her. And as I'm putting him down, Pepper lunged and tried to, and literally snapped at him. But I snatched him back quickly. And it was a very, if she would have caught him, this dude would have been missing skin and everything. And so some people are like, oh my God, so you probably thinking, is she aggressive? Then it's going to be genetically in him? No. Ooh, excuse me. What you got to understand is she was in labor. And it's a lot of stress on her, There's a lot of stress, especially for her. The fact of, losing pups. And, a lot of people think dogs are dumb. No, they're not dumb. They know when some aren't alive and stuff like that. And that has to weigh on them emotionally. You know, what happened? And so, ooh, boy, you biting me. The first 2 pups were born, right? The first 2 were born with no problem. And so, when they were born, fine. You know, like I said, they was with Pepper and stuff like that, nursing, walking around her, no issues. That third one took a while to come out, and that was the first one that we lost. It took about 1 hour and 45 minutes for her to come out, and she was a goner. And so, but you could tell in Pepper's demeanor during that time that her whole attitude shifted and changed, and she had this worry look on her face. Like she just kept looking around. And even before we got to that point of looking around, when it first came out and it was in the placenta, we let her chew the placenta off. And she just kept nudging it, moving it with her nose. And she kept licking it and stuff and kept nudging it. And from that standpoint, that's when I got up and I picked her up. And I started, rubbing her and stuff like that. And I realized, man, I wasn't getting no sounds or nothing. And so I started suctioning out to get all the fluid and stuff out. This dude trying to bite my watch. And so I was getting all the fluid out of her lungs and stuff like that. And so after that, no sounds, not even breathing. Took the stethoscope and, was listening for your heartbeat. Didn't hear nothing. Did CPR on the pup. Probably for a good 10, 15 minutes and nothing. And, after that, once that was done, and again, this is my first litter. This is my first litter. And so, we just trying to make sure we, covered all our avenues and stuff like that as it pertained to making sure that we couldn't successfully bring this pup back to life. And so, but wasn't able to. And so, after that, during that time frame, you can see her looking around and stuff like that. Looking for the pup and things of that nature. And, probably like a good 30 minutes passed by, 35 minutes passed by. You can see that she, wasn't showing that concern anymore, but you can tell her demeanor changed. And so, but this dude came out. He was the 4th pup. He came out. And so when he came out, there was no rejection of him. It wasn't. Came out, he came out whining, crying. He was still in the placenta. And so Pepper was licking on him and stuff like that, ate his placenta and stuff, and, was cleaning him off and everything. And even bit off the umbilical cord and stuff. And, I went and picked him up, grabbed him, wiped him down and stuff like that. Suctioned him out and everything. And it's at that moment when we went to go put him back, and she snapped. And it was the biggest bark and growl. I ain't gonna say like it was the biggest one I ever heard, but it was pretty big and nasty. And if I was not able, I was like a hair length away, or her mouth was a hair length away from snapping on this boy. And if she would have got him, that would have been nasty. It would have been bloody. And so, but again, people may think she was aggressive. Nah, she was stressed out. That's a lot. And so I learned a lot with this first litter. Is that, hey, I got to make sure that these guys are in a peaceful environment, right? And it could have been multiple things that contribute to the stress. It could have been the fact that, my kids were here in the house. It could have been the fact that Tony was in his kennel. Why everything was going on. It could have been the fact of me being there. I don't know. It could have been the fact of, all of those, contributors, in addition to the fact that she's giving birth for the first time and trying to, probably, figure out why she's feeling like this, why, it could have been the simple fact that, this third pup that she, took so long to come out, why it was so painful and stuff, And so it just could have been a lot. And so I chop it up as stress. But yeah, so we laugh at the simple fact that he was the only one that she tried to take off his head. Like, you ain't mine. Get out of here. And he is the biggest mama's boy ever. But here's the thing, Pepper loves it. She does. She does. She loves it. She lets this boy lay up under her. She lays her chin and face, on him and stuff like that. The girls, she be beating the girls up all day, beating them up. Last night I was watching her with one of the girls and stuff. She was taking her paw, just smacking one of the girls in the head, boom, boom, boom. And the little girl was jumping up, trying to bite her, trying to bite Pepper's head. And Pepper just kept smacking her head. And so, but this dude's super calm, man. Super calm. I like this guy. I do. Be honest with you. I'm telling you, man, I don't know what these jokers be spraying in this air around here. I don't know. But I'm telling you, when they be spraying stuff in the air, it does not just affect me, it affects the dogs. Not these guys, but Tony. I remember a couple weeks ago, I let Tony outside, probably about 5 in the morning. And as soon as he went out there, he was walking around, he just started sneezing. And I was fine that morning, right? I could tell when my allergies are coming on, sometimes I could feel it super early in the morning. Other times it just comes on out of nowhere. And as soon as I felt fine. And as soon as I went outside, man, next thing you know, I started sneezing. And that entire day was nonstop. But he was good though. Oh, don't fall, buddy. Don't fall, buddy. And so yeah. Don't mind my allergies and stuff. But yeah, so this is Bruno right here. Bruno, 4-week-old male, reverse black brindle. And sometimes when I do see the reverse black brindles, they're a lot more darker. He's not. Maybe he'll get darker, maybe he won't. But then sometimes, here's the other thing too, right? Now, I'm not gonna say this is for every single reverse black brindle, but maybe it's the darker ones, right? Because I have seen before with other kennels where all their pups will come out black, right? But then you'll have some around week 4, when that coat, week 3, week 4, that coat starts thickening up and everything, and that true color come out. This dude was this color the day he was born. And so, just look, camera does not do any justice, to be honest with you guys, man. It doesn't. You got to see this joker in person. Look at all the skin. Right here. This is how Tony was. I don't know how he was at 4 weeks, but when I got Tony at 8 weeks, Tony had a ton of skin. I knew he was gonna be big. And that joker is big. But this joker is beautiful. It's my man, right? He smells so good. Look, I haven't given these dogs baths yet, but this dude has like a newborn baby smell. And no matter how much poop they done laid down and probably stepped in it, even though I wipe him off with wipes every day, he has a newborn baby smell. Look at that. Just calm, just sitting up here. Look, no issues, no problems, not whining, he chilling, laying his head down. I'm telling you before, man, this dude would sit up here, he ain't whine. Even Tony and Pepper did that, right? If you go back to an old video I posted of when I had Pepper up on here, and she was 12 weeks, I was doing her, what was it? I did a video on YouTube on taping crop ears, and I had her up here. You could tell, man, some people like, she look calm. Nah, that girl was up here, you could look at see the nervousness on her. She was like frozen, just stuck. Didn't want to move or nothing, And that's because dogs, okay, granted, she wasn't used to it. She got to introduce dogs to different things, right? Ain't no telling where she was at, man. She could have been locked in a cave with her moms and the rest of her siblings, for all I know. I don't know. But yeah. When I first had her up on there, even Tony when I first got him, Jokers was nervous, right? But you got to get your dogs used to things, familiarized with stuff. And like one thing I do plan on doing, oh man, that's a nice smile, buddy. I wish they could see it. Because I'm getting all the good smiles. I wish, one thing I do plan on doing is putting these jokers in the car with me and stuff. Maybe next week. I ain't gonna let them out. I'm just gonna drive around the block. I want these jokers to get used to the vibration and stuff. That's all. I'm looking over here. I got one. She was standing on the pee pad. Coco, the feisty bad one. She's standing on top of the pee pad. She just leaps, jumps off. I'm like, what in the world? I'm telling you, man, I need a camera 24/7. Well, actually, I do. I just don't post footage from it. But yeah, and so this is my man Bruno. And I mean, yeah, as of right now, even though I'm considering keeping him, and again, I'm 50-50 on that. But at the end of the day, if I do decide to keep him, it's for a co-ownership opportunity. And I plan to do a video on my co-ownership opportunities and stuff like that. The benefits and stuff, you know. And even when I cover my benefits, I'm gonna speak on the pros and cons of doing co-ownerships and stuff and everything. And so, yeah, it's my boy, and he's available. And so, if you do inquire about him, you know, and if it's based on this video that you see, just ask me. Say, hey, do you plan on still doing the co-ownership? I'll let you know. You know, either yeah or I'm not. You know, and you can, you know, fully outright own them and stuff. And so, if you want to know the price, so check this out, right? My prices isn't per puppy, right? As in, not per puppy. My prices isn't based on a particular puppy. My prices are based on particular picks, right? And so my first pick, right, is, she see her brother over here. So my first pick is $6,500. My second pick is $5,500. And my third and fourth picks are both $5,000. I plan to do a video on my pricing and stuff because I want to go in depth and talk about my pricing and why I chose my pricing. But I'm going to just give you guys a hint. When I first bred Pepper, she had a false pregnancy, which was 2 years ago. My pricing was actually a lot more than what I just told you guys. A lot more. And so, yeah, so that's the pricing that I set for these guys. Comes with, so let's say I'm not doing a co-ownership, right? Let's just say I'm not. At the end of the day, whether co-ownership or not, right? Full breeding rights, right? AKC registration. Oh, you ready to go get your sister? He ready to get down now. He tired. He said, I'm tired of being in this video. AKC registration. I did the dew claws already, as you can see. Tail dock. So that comes with a tail dock, dew claw removal. Up to date on shots. They get their shots at 8 weeks. I already got the date plugged in already. Ears cropped. Ear cropping is included in pricing. And that's another reason I'm talking about pricing, right? My pricing, especially as it pertains to the ear cropping. It pertains to a lot. The ear cropping comes in it. You get lifetime, you know, breeder support, dog support, and stuff like that. So if there's any issues or anything like that pertaining to the dog, you need any advice, any help, whether if it's breeding these guys, whether it's behavior issues, training, you know, guidance you need, raw food, you know, guidance and stuff like that. Or if you just want to hit me up to, you know, chat about it, that's, you know, that's lifetime support right there, man. You just don't get a dog in. Nah, these jokers right here is family, man, to be honest with you. Family. I'm dead serious. This is more than just a dog you just stick in a daggone a cage or whatever like that, and that's just, and leave them there for hours or whatever the case may be with no supervision or whatever. Now, these jokers are family, man. They're well taken care of. Well taken care of, man. As you can see, well taken care of. And so we definitely care about our pups. And so we definitely want to place our pups. Our goal is to place our pups in great homes and stuff. And so, but yeah, you get all that. It's probably other stuff that I got written down and stuff like that as well. You know, there would be a puppy package, a go home puppy package. We haven't decided yet what we're gonna put in it, but you're gonna get that as well. But yeah, and overall, man, you get a great temperament dog. Whether if you want a pet companion, right? This guy would definitely be a pet companion. And you say, well, what about guardian and protection? Well, here's the thing, right? Guardian protection things are innate in these guys and stuff. But at times, based on environmental factors, right? Who they're around, how the environment is and stuff, these guys would need just some, oh, buddy, no, we don't want to do that. Yeah. These guys would need a little training, a little pep in their step, I call it, a little pep in their step. You know, even though it's innate and stuff, you can have this guy, even though his guardian instincts is innate, you know, he can just be a cuddle butt. I just want to lay around the house and just sleep all day and, you know, and you know, maybe, I ain't gonna say maybe bad guys, you know, people can come in and just walk past me now, because even with my dogs and stuff, before I even put these jokers in canine protection training, these jokers are on high alert, man. You know, and so, which is a good thing. So I think more than likely you would get that with him as well. You know, I think with all dogs, right, at the end of the day, there needs to be training. And some training can be done at home, right? Some training can be done at home, and there's other trainings, man, that will require the handling of an expert. So when they're certified, know what they're doing. You ready to get down? I know, buddy. But yeah, and so at the end of the day, this joker right here would make a great companion dog, great protection dog, cuddle buddy. And you know, as the weeks go by, I mean, I ain't gonna say weeks, right? Because I only got 4 weeks left. Actually, no, 5. These jokers not going home until 9 weeks. That's the other thing, 9 weeks. Here's why. Because it's standard for my program that their ears will get cropped. I am not selling any dogs with no cropped ears. That's my preference. Every other kennel would have their own preferences. You have some kennels, they sell dogs with cropped ears and without. My standard is cropped ears. And I'm gonna have a certain crop style. And so, yeah, croppings don't take place until week 9. Actually, the beginning of week 9. So, which is when these guys will be able to go home. More than likely, the day or 2 days after their ear cropping. And so, but yeah, so week 9, these jokers will be able to go home. But up until that point, I got days where I definitely be working with these guys. They already potty trained, except for him. He's getting there. He's getting there. My girls are all potty trained. All the girls are potty trained. This joker's not potty trained yet. He'll walk up to it and just because he could be on the outside of it and just smell it, he gonna pee right there and take a dump right there on the mat. My girls are walking on it, but here's one reason why I think he doesn't do it. He likes to lay on a potty tray. So I had 3 potty trays that I put in there. There's 2 that the girls frequently use. 2 of them. There's 1 they don't use. And as we know with animals and stuff, they don't like to take dunks. They don't like to pee in a sleeping area. And that's the reason why I think that he's not really peeing on a potty pad. Because he likes to lay on it. Well, not the poopy ones, but the ones that's clean. But still, even the poopy ones, he don't even go to. So, at the end of the day, you want some water? I got you, buddy. You hot. I'm hot too. I'm gonna get you some water. But yeah, look, check this out. I do not know how long this video is. More than likely, I'm pretty sure I've been talking for like a half hour. But yeah, other than that, I'm out, man. Hey, like, subscribe, ring the bell. You send this to your mama, your family, your friends. If not, man, it is what it is. Other than that, man, I'm out. Bruno, say peace. Nice. Oh, my man. See, he heard me. He heard me when I was talking to him. Or talking to you guys. Oh, that's a lot of